Hello and welcome to the Daggum podcast. I am your host, Coopbacca. Joined alongside me here is our co-host, Crossbow Dan, and our co-host, Jermalee. Today, we have lots of nerdy news to talk about. We'll start with the first one here. First one I have is the Borderlands movie is being cast. The biggest one that I have here is, the one that I guess that I care about the most is Jack Black being cast as Claptrap. I guess it sounds like Dan is fairly excited for Kevin Hart to be cast in the movie because he likes Kevin Hart.
I've never played Borderlands, to be honest with you, so I can't really be excited or anything.
I was seeing that people were saying all you gotta do is cast The Rock in it and we have a Jumanji sequel.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I saw a lot of people complaining about Claptrap getting recast because, he already is just a voice actor, so why not keep him?
Sure. How do you feel about it?
I like it. I love Jack Black, so I think he'll be all right. It won't be the original, but
Yeah.
Again, that's fine. It's kind of one of those things I'm just used to at this point. Everything getting recast or redone.
Sure. Yeah. And then it looks like they've also got they got Kevin Hart, Kate Blanchett, and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I remember Jamie Lee. That was a good casting, I think.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. And it is being directed by Eli Roth, which he was the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards.
Nice.
He's also made a couple horror movies, so that'll be interesting.
Right.
Other casting news. Pedro Pascal got cast as Joel in the Last of Us TV show. That one, I was a little surprised by that one.
Why?
But with Pedro Pascal. I guess I just wasn't expecting Pedro Pascal, but then, honestly, it works.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's just he's big right now, obviously, so.
Yeah, he's kind of getting cast and everything. He's got to be in some sort of fatherly role, no matter what, every time.
Yeah, it works, though.
As a person that hasn't finished Game of Thrones, I don't remember the other girl that got... So the girl, her name was Bella Ramsey, is that right? Got cast as Ellie. I don't remember her in Game of Thrones, so I don't know.
It's one of the few nerdy things I still haven't watched, so I also...
Oh, yeah. Forgot. Dan, have you gotten to Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I have completed Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Seen all of it. She's like this snarky little girl who is technically the leader of her house because the only other person in her house that's alive got kicked out. But she leads her family as just this snarky little girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know how she'll fit that role because I've never played The Last of Us, so I don't know.
It's a little spooky and sad and...
Like my life.
Yeah. So it'd be perfect, Dan. It'd be perfect. Other casting news. Cara Dune was fired. She's gone.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling about that?
Personally, I'm sad. Because I liked her as Cara Dune, Gina Carano. Liked her as Cara Dune. I thought she, at least in the show, I'm not going to say personally, but in the show I felt like she represented a really strong female character. like I'd almost kind of say, like, yeah, there's a strong female character that, you know, girls and stuff can look up to be like, oh, she's a badass. You know, she's an independent woman. Holy shit. She's just great. But apparently she said a few too many controversial things on the Twitterverse.
Did you guys know what she actually said? Because I didn't get to see that.
I read something about her,
I know
like,
it's supposed to be anti-Semitic, I guess, but
yeah. So like the people that are defending her, again, I don't want to play really either side of it, but the people that were defending her said that she's getting fired for her own beliefs, but like her own conservative beliefs. They think that she got fired for being a conservative.
mm-hmm.
And the people on the other side are like, no, she's a piece of shit that in any job that you would say this, you would get fired. Because apparently she was, I think the biggest one was like she was comparing like the Jews' experience in the Holocaust to like today's U.S. political climate. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah. See, the one thing, I don't know, this is gonna, I guess, I'm just kind of against the whole cancel culture shit. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
People are allowed to have fucking opinions. Doesn't mean you have to believe in them.
Yeah.
Disagree with somebody. Should you get fired from a job for that?
At the same time, it's like you can have your opinion, but if your boss or someone else or the company you work for has a different opinion, they have the like that opinion or have a right to the opinion too.
Yeah, but why? I mean, just because you have conflicting opinions doesn't mean you can't work well together, right?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes you can like work through things, and sometimes it's just like, yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with Disney has a history of things like that in their history, and they just don't want to be known for it anymore. So they're like, you know, we can't be soft on this because we already have all this older stuff we have to.
Right. And I mean, I guess I can kind of see that, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just really sick of people getting absolutely fucking shit wrecked for just, I don't know, having an opinion, however stupid it may be. Like, just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean I want to fucking fire someone. But I guess I'm not, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not Disney, so I don't know.
Again, I'm trying to play devil's advocate for both sides, I guess. Like, obviously, if they were like, yeah, we fired her because she was a conservative, be like, whoa. And I think that's how a lot of people feel, because I think she was like a vocal Trump supporter, from what I understood. Like tweeting about like guns and stuff like that. That is fine. Like you can post anything like that, even if it's stupid, but like shouldn't get fired for it. I think it was like you were saying, like the anti-Semitic tweets that probably caused it. That they're like, you just can't say that shit, you know?
Well, again, I get it to a certain extent, but like my thing goes back to like when James Gunn got canned from the Guardians thing. It's like just because this guy said something once in his life, I mean, I don't know, it's just idiotic to uphold that shit, like, or hold that shit against people. But it's just my opinion on it.
Yeah.
I've said some stupid shit in my life, and I mean, I would definitely not like to be accountable for all of it.
Yeah, I get that. I get both sides, like, to an extent. Like, there's another thing. Somebody was like, it's okay for, Democrats to compare conservatives to Nazis, but conservatives will get canceled for comparing Democrats to Nazis or something like that. And they're like, oh, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Like, it has to go both ways, but...
Right.
I think maybe she crossed a few lines that people were like, yeah, we just would rather not deal with it.
Right, and I could definitely see that from Disney's standpoint too, but I hate the uproar for people coming like, oh, this guy should be fired for saying this. It's like,
yeah,
I just guarantee
a lot of the
everyone in the fucking world's been I mean, everyone in the world said something stupid that they regret, so it's like,
yeah,
bothers me.
I think the cancel culture in general bothers me because, like, I feel like this feels a little different than the cancel culture. I mean, it is still, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that comes up is like, this person allegedly did this, and then everybody's just like, oh, peace, I don't want to deal with it, and then their fucking career is ruined, and it's like, okay, was it like actually real, or did somebody just get upset at this person and had a Twitter following, so they decided to say something about it? Like, if there's proof, that's fine. I remember the Ellen DeGeneres stuff when it was first coming out. Like, somebody said that she was a piece of shit, and then like everybody on like TikTok, and I only know this because of like Ashley, she's like, fuck Ellen DeGeneres. I'm like, you don't even know if it's like real yet. I'm like, everybody's like shitting on her, telling everybody to cancel Ellen DeGeneres, and it was one person that said she's a piece of shit and yelled at her one day. I'm like, maybe she was having a terrible day. I don't know. You've never met her in life, so does that mean she shouldn't have a career? Like, just because she got mad at somebody one day, or maybe you took it too personally. But obviously there's been like a lot of stuff that's come out, and I feel like now that there's a lot of stuff that has come out, I'm like, yeah, maybe she is kind of a bitch. But I'm like, I'm not going to assume anything until all of like the information comes out, you know? Like, just because one person says something and they're popular on TikTok doesn't mean it's true.
Well, it's like the one thing, it's one of the things I hate about like the availability of being able to see celebrities and shit. It's like, no one's gonna act this way for a stupid cunt in the grocery store, stupid cunt in the grocery store, but just because she's a celebrity, it's like, why should she be more humble than stupid bitch you met at Walmart?
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, you would think she should be, and granted, I feel like a decent amount are, but it's like, I don't know. People are still human. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna do stupid shit.
Yep. So I don't know. I'm personally like, I feel like I was able to separate the artist from the art, I guess. Like, in this case, like, she didn't rape anybody. I was like, she just said some stupid things on Twitter. I'm like, but I still like her in the show. But a lot of people can't look past that. And I'm like, okay. Like, it did bother me, I guess. Like, I know she was saying some stupid shit, but
yeah,
I don't know if that means she shouldn't have a career.
That's kind of always my point with it too.
Hard to say. I don't know. A lot of stuff can get taken out of context too. Who knows?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I get what you're saying. It just sucks. It's not quite like Kevin Spacey level, but
no,
it definitely isn't. But it's like, it's so hard to not want to separate, again, like you said, the artist from the art, because as an actor, I mean, it's so hard not to enjoy Kevin Spacey's work.
Yeah. And again, it's like, now that so much shit has happened with Kevin Spacey, I'm like, yeah, I'm not super interested in watching anything he's in. But he's not hired in anything anymore either. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Some of that stuff you have to separate. Like this. She said some really stupid shit on Twitter, but if that necessarily means she should get not any more jobs in acting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how she does. I seriously doubt she'll be hired for a while.
Yeah, I mean, until this, which it won't be for a long time, but until the political drama dies down a little bit, it's everything that's tweeted in regards to politics will be taken like way more serious than it needs to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Speaking of controversial things with actors, did you guys hear about the shit with Armie Hammer? I
did not.
Oh no. Well, I guess I mean, I can talk about it, but I guess if you guys haven't heard it, I don't want to like explain it. Essentially, again, this was kind of like one of those cancel culture things that like started where I'm like, is it real? But then like his ex-wife like came out and she's like, yeah, he did some weird shit like with me too. So essentially what's happening is Army Hammer is pretty much being canceled right now because there's been like 5 different people that have come out and like shared their text conversations with him about like cannibalistic fantasies. And it was just like the weirdest shit. So he was like talking about how he wanted this girl to like send him her blood so he can drink it, to have her like inside of him and have her be like his slave girl, and all this weird shit about like eating her. And it was just fucking weird. But there's like 5 different things, or 5 different people that were saying all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then his ex-wife came out and was like, honestly, yeah, like I believe it, because he said and did some weird shit like when we were married. Like they had this fucking video. It's literally like this 7-minute long video of Army Hammer's like 5-year-old kid like sucking on his toes for like 7 minutes. And it was just like captioned like sexy foot fetish or something like that. And so like going back on that after all these weird things, you're like, that's fucking weird.
Right.
And another one that was weird, I think I read it correctly, was apparently he asked his wife at some point if there was any way that she could have one of her ribs surgically removed so that he could eat it. I'm like, oh. Well,
It's a bit strange.
a little fucking weird.
People money. I think money is a construct that we need to get rid of. Makes rich people feel they can do anything.
Yeah. It's just fucking weird. I was like, all right. And I don't know, people are just weirded out now because they're like going back on like his Instagram, and he's always like posting pictures of like bloody raw meat and like eating raw meat and shit like that. And they're like, is this guy a fucking cannibal? Like, do we just not, have we just been not seeing this the whole time? And he's actually just been a cannibal the whole time. Weird shit. Weird shit. If you ever get bored and you just want to look it up, just look up Army Hammer cannibal. You'll find some good stuff.
Some fun pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like for me, it was kind of funny to read, but obviously it's kind of fucked up. But
I mean, it's fucked up, but it's so hard not. Like, I don't know. I like the humor behind. Like, I get your humor behind it. So
yeah, I'm like, it's just kind of funny. Dan, get rid of money. Fix it.
Try. First, I kill Amazon, then I kill money as in general. It's all part of my plan.
Well, how do I become rich if I don't have money?
You won't have to.
Oh. All right.
Okay, food's here.
Dan's going to get food. Thank God we can actually enjoy the podcast now.
right.
Well, it's a good thing Army Hammer didn't get cast as Batman.
So did you pause it?
No, it's still going.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that like as soon as you started talking about Army Hammer, like my mind popped to like the whole Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing too. Like that.
Yeah.
The fact that he got shit canned from
Fantastic Beast.
Fantastic Beast thing. Like I don't know. It just really pisses me off. I really do hate everyone.
Yeah, a lot of that shit.
I try not to, but like it's just so stupid. I really do. I just don't like people in general anymore.
Yeah. That's why I get nervous to like an actor anymore. I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to invest so much time into this actor and then shit go down. All right. So Dan got some Buffalo Wild Wings.
They're sponsors.
So Everybody that is watching on the YouTube, you get to get a little food ASMR.
Sorry ahead of time.
Yep.
What's
Yeah.
those
What?
those videos where you just watch someone eat a ton of food?
I don't know. I don't know what they're called. I know what you're talking about, though.
It's a Korean word, I think.
I don't know. Oh. I think Armie Hammer almost got cast as Batman at one point, too. And I was like, well, that would have sucked if they're halfway through filming Batman. And then he goes and eats somebody. I'm like, no! We were so close.
How awesome would that be? And just almost done, and then like, Batman started eating people.
Yeah. They just like play that into the movie. Batman actually becomes a cannibal in the movie.
That'd be fucking sweet.
It'd be crazy.
I'd watch that, Batman.
Speaking of Batman,
I am
I haven't
Batman.
really seen much more news on it.
Joker. So it's not really Batman, but I just wanted to use Batman to segue.
I gotcha.
Dan, did you see the new look of Jared Leto?
I did not.
Boo.
Yeah, I do like it.
I'm gonna text it to you really quick, Dan.
Okay. Does he look like Morbius? Because that is his new look? Oh, gotcha.
That would be kind of funny if it just was literally Morbius in both of them. Why don't I do this? What am I doing? I was about to take a picture of my computer screen when I literally could just fucking do it on my phone.
Makes sense.
Fucking idiot. That's what I am.
He does look good. I'm kind of excited. Curious to see what Snyder's gonna do with him. There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. Again, I'm not gonna hype myself up too much.
Liar.
Because I feel like, I mean, at least for the Joker, I should say. Because he's probably going to have like a 5-minute runtime in the movie. All right, Dan, I just sent it to
Oh,
you.
it is Morbius.
I mean, yeah, kind of. The long hair.
Dang. Okay.
So, they got rid of the face tats, from what I can see.
Got it.
I'm actually going to bring this image over onto the screen here. Actually, no, I don't think that'll work. No, that's not going to work. Never mind. I tried doing that once and it didn't work. So, obviously, he's got long hair now. Kind of looks like a butcher to me. Got rid of his face tats. I wonder if he'll still have a grill in his teeth.
That'd be pretty funny. Just a butcher with a grill.
Yeah. A lot of people were comparing it to The Crow.
Yeah.
Look like The Crow. I don't know. I think it looks cool.
It's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me.
Yeah.
Like you said, with the butcher outfit.
That's another comparison people were saying. It was like Leatherface's little brother.
It's alright though.
I like it. I'm cool with it. Again, the look doesn't do anything if the character is absolute shit. But I personally like the look. I like it more than the Suicide Squad look. The Suicide Squad look was honestly probably my least favorite out of all the Jokers. But I didn't think it was like a terrible look. I just wasn't that big of a, like, I just prefer other Jokers over it. I think we talked about it a little bit. You said that you appreciated that they tried to do something different. You know, with the tattoos, short hair, like the grill, yeah.
I like the idea of gangster Jared Leto Joker. I just
Mhm.
obviously it wasn't done great,
Yeah.
and he was only in the movie for what, like
3
15
minutes? Yeah, fuck. Nothing.
So I like I like the potential. Again, it's more about potential than anything. I like the idea of it, and I can see it playing out very well in my head. But
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
translates to film is obviously a little bit different. So
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I'm hoping, just hoping it'll. I feel like he'll change something about it. Like, he's not just going to do the exact same thing, I feel like, because he knows that people hated it. I don't
again,
know.
it's a different director too. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be cool. It was kind of neat that they were going to put him in the Justice League movie. They said he's supposed to look like a post-apocalyptic Joker. I'm like, yeah. I mean, he kind of does. Kind of looks like fucking Marilyn Manson. But,
yeah, with that and like everything I keep seeing, I keep thinking Steppenwolf might actually like win and shit, and then Supes will be brought back or some shit like that. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. There's an extra 2 hours of movie. Like, you can't just extend the story that we got in Justice League for 2 hours. Like, I feel like the story is gonna like change.
Right.
At least, I don't know. And they're fucking bringing Darkseid into it. Like, something changes, obviously. Like, it's not just gonna be the same shit. It's an extra 2 hours long.
Right.
And we got Black Suit Superman teased. I'm really excited for that. I like the Black Suit Supes.
What if it's just like a 30-minute Lois Lane Superman? No, Lois Lane Batman sex scene
Whoa.
before Superman's revived.
And then it turns into Injustice.
Yep.
And that's how the Joker gets put into it, because he kills Lois Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And it just somehow is like the greatest movie of all time, and it sparks a whole new set of movies.
Let's not go that far. It's DC
Whoa.
we're talking about.
Sorry. I'm excited, though. I think it'd be cool. I'm excited for the Snyder Cut in general. Got like a month left. Then it's here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like all the actors are excited. Like, we're excited to come back and reshoot and, do the movie that they kind of signed on to do. Feels like everybody's coming together to create something that they actually wanted to create. So, I don't know. It's kind of cool. Dan's not excited for the Snyder Cut. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, Dan's just a negative Nancy in general, though, so I can't really.
It's true. We're going to do a watch party, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. So I still watch the DC shit just because, I don't know, it's more content. Why not? I'm just still a nerdy guy. I like watching stuff.
Yeah. I watched, it wasn't last night, night before, I watched Man of Steel again. It was good. It's still a Superman movie for me. I'm not a big Superman fan, so it didn't excite me that much. I liked the first half.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch. Actually, I should probably rewatch watch the extended version of Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. Jeremy, we're going to have a watch party. We got Man of Steel. We're going to watch Man of Steel. We're going to watch Batman vs. Superman extended cut. And then we're going to watch Joss Whedon's Justice League before we watch Snyder Cut.
The only thing I feel like I can complain about with Man of Steel is I feel like it's a little long.
It is.
Another Superman movie. It's almost like Spider-Man at this point, where the origins just kind of like played out.
Yeah.
You've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah, I was.
If it wasn't so long.
We don't have to watch Man of Steel.
I know. I have seen it a few times, so.
Let's watch Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Cut. Because you haven't seen it. And, of course, I'm going to watch that anytime. And then we'll watch Joss Whedon's Justice League before the Snyder Cut comes out. That way, it's fresh in our brains. What I haven't heard, though, is I've heard nobody being concerned at all about the CGI mouth on Superman. Like, did they fix that or not? Like, is it going to be the same shit as in Justice League? Or, like, nobody has said anything about that. Like, nobody's like, all right, we're getting all these teases, but is Superman's CGI mouth fixed? Or is it still going to be the same shit? Because it looked real bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You're right. I haven't heard a single word about that, so
I am curious about that.
Just leave the CGI shit in there for.
No. I would assume Zack Snyder was very aware that CGI was terrible, and he's going to at least try to fix it. He probably had like a dedicated team to like, all right, do whatever you got to do. Fix this guy's fucking mouth before we release this shit. We'll do everything else. You just focus on any scene that Superman is in and fix his mouth. Because if they do that, I'll be pleased. It just took you out of the fucking movie so bad every time he was on screen because you're always looking for it.
People get too hung up on stupid shit like that.
Well, Henry Cavill's too beautiful of a man. I'm like, don't alter his face like that. He looks silly.
I've seen much worse CGI. Luke Skywalker, for example, terrible CGI. The CGI of the cheetah in Wonder Woman, terrible.
I'm just like thinking small scale CGI like that though. Like, is that really that hard to fix? I don't know.
I wouldn't think so, but I also don't work on it. So.
I also don't do it, so I don't fucking know.
Who knows?
You haven't heard anything as far as actual Batman goes, like the Batman movie. I haven't heard anything about that. I'm sad that it's not coming out this year. But I'd rather them finish it and not force it to come out.
Yeah.
They haven't closed the shooting in a while, which is good. Because there was a point in time where they kept closing the set because of COVID.
Right.
So happy that's going through. How do you feel about the Batman TV show that's going to come out of it?
So is it just going to spin off of the movie?
So it's going to be a prequel to the Batman movie. And it's going to be essentially Gotham, but with a budget. Is the way I look at it. It's literally, it's going to be a GCPD show on HBO Max.
Sounds like it has potential.
Obviously in the Robert Pattinson Batman universe. I think it takes place, I think that's technically the origin of like when Robert Pattinson becomes Batman, because I think it's 2 years before he becomes Batman. So I actually don't know if he had become Batman yet.
Okay.
And so again, in my mind, it's like kind of like Gotham, but with some money behind it. Which I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm down. I actually really enjoyed Gotham. Got a little wacky here and there, but
I did too. I mean, it was a television show, but it was, I don't know. It introduced a lot of characters that we just never get to see. Did you finish Gotham?
I don't think I did.
I haven't finished it either, but
it was fun because I remember reading the Cordellas like when it first came out.
Yeah.
And it was fun seeing them in live action, especially so early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just did really well with a lot of the characters. I really liked Penguin's rendition in that show. Really liked the Riddler's rendition in that show. Mr. Freeze was fun. Did you get to Solomon Grundy?
We did, at least a little bit.
That was kind of funny. A little crazy. It was a little out there, but it was.
Yeah.
I appreciated that they brought him in. I was so shocked. I'm like, what? Butch?
Right.
They're like, his real name is Cyrus Gold. I'm like, it's Solomon Grundy. And then they're full on, just fucking zombified, bright ass white hair. I was like, oh my god, they did it. All right.
Yeah.
We're rolling with it.
I like some of the random explanations in the show too.
Yeah. So
like,
yeah,
I think I only got to where he was like just buried, and then I know he was helping out the Riddler for a bit, but
yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, it started getting a little crazy. I did not finish it though, so I can't say. What else do I have? Let's talk Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon also. Oh.
She's cute. Okay, go ahead. That's all I had.
Okay. I have nothing else to say? No. Whoa, you cut out. I don't know what just happened, Dan. Pokemon announced that they are going to be printing more and more cards. Like, they're going to focus on printing more cards because they've noticed the
scalpers suck, basically.
Yeah, scalpers suck, and I mean they've really grown with COVID and the pandemic. Like, more and more people are really wanting to get into Pokemon, and so sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say I honestly think a lot of, like, at least from what I've seen, it is scalpers though. Like, I feel like the same people are kind of into it. Maybe a few more got into it, but collecting would be there if it weren't for people just trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah. So, yeah, they said that they want to get more and more cards out there, which pros and cons. I mean, we talked about it with Vance earlier too, a little bit. With printing more cards, that probably means the value of the cards will probably go down a little bit in general.
That's how things work. Supply and demand.
But as a collector, at least we'll be able to have more of a chance to get what we're looking for.
Yep.
I'm cool with it. I like it.
Yeah. I just like having cool cards. It's fun to, I don't know, collect, obviously. It's cool when they're worth some money, but it's not as cool as just me having like that fucking the Rainbow Charizard. Like, I'm not like I'm gonna sell that thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't blame you. It'd be difficult. Like, even me, like, I'm like, it probably wouldn't mean that much to me, but I'd honestly probably have a hard time selling it. So I'm like, I know that all of you guys appreciate it so much more than me, and if I got it and sold it, you guys would be like, what the fuck? You didn't deserve that card.
well, it's like I said, if I happen to get another one, like, I'd have to give it to Aaron, or like, I mean, you give me like $50 and give it like something like, I don't know, something super cheap for what it is.
Yeah, I understand. Shining Fates, the next Sword and Shield, what would you call it? Sword and Shield run of cards.
Yep.
On Friday. Tomorrow.
Not this Friday.
No. Next Friday.
19th, yeah.
February 19th. So, for all you scalpers out there, just stay home. It comes out February 20th. And for the people that actually want them, they come out February 19th. Jeremy's going to go buy all of them. Every single one.
Yeah. No, so I know I shared with you guys I was really proud of Target for like limiting the quantities.
Yeah.
So, we actually have a chance to get them.
Because have you guys figured that out yet? Like how that works?
I haven't.
Yeah, because Target put in, I mean, for those of you that don't know, they put in like a limit so that you only can buy a certain amount. I mean, essentially to prevent scalpers from buying all of them, because I'm sure they've been getting so annoyed with people asking if they have any, and one person just came in and bought like 20 boxes.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I know they said they're not accepting like tax identification for people that are trying to like bulk buy and shit. So
yeah,
just excited.
At least they're trying.
Right.
I feel like they did that with Marvel Legends for a while, like back when I collected those, like a few years ago. Like with the 6-inch Marvel figures, they were doing that same thing. Where they're like, you only can buy, like, you couldn't buy more than like 2 of the same character or something like that.
Nice.
Like they limited how many you could buy. Like, I appreciate that.
I too. I like
I
it.
just don't know how they track it though. Like, if you come in the next day, can you buy more? Or
I
like,
mean, it's got to be by the limited purchase or by each purchase, right? Like you just can't buy 40 in one go. But what's stopping me from getting back in line and like going to another register with it? Like probably nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's fair if someone wants to put in the effort. Because I've seen a few videos of like even these weeks without immediate cards and shit, like releases like when the cards get put out in stock, that like people are lining up for shit. So it's like if you want to go through this long ass line just to get your cards, like, and you want to go through it twice or 3 times, like, more power to you, man.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure they kind of in the same boat, I would think.
We'll have to. Well, fuck. I work Friday.
I told you to take it off.
I took a day off this week.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh no.
You guys get days off?
Yeah, sorry, Dan. Our work actually cares about us.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't know, Dan.
Wouldn't.
You should threaten to quit.
No, I'm gonna ask for a big raise. That's my plan.
Are you actually?
Yeah. It's review time.
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask for a big old raise.
Good.
I think it's somewhere in the 15,000 a year area.
That's all he's making is just 15,000 a year. It's not like a raise. Like his salary is 15,000 a year. I want 15,000 a year this time.
Instead of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's that?
Essentially, for all that are curious, Dan's work is the worst, and he's pretty much on call all the time and has to work all the time and doesn't know his schedule like 3 days ahead of time. And even if he tries to take a day off, they don't really give it to him. They end up just calling him in anyways. So the worst.
See, I'm pulling for you, Dan, to get like a good raise, but just as shitty as they've treated you at this point, they might just try and find someone else. Like that's the only downside to your attempt here.
Well, that's okay too.
I mean, it like I get it. It works out for you too, either way. But it's like it just kind of sucks. It's the crappy thing about companies anymore is they don't give a shit. They'd rather just keep filling in the position and mistreating people than just pay someone a decent wage once in a while.
Yeah.
Or just give them time off.
Yeah, or just fucking let them have some time off and you'll be fine. Dumb.
I do wish you the best on that. Maybe they'll just give it to you. I don't know how.
Sweet.
I don't know. It's just, especially from the COVID shit that you had to deal with them already. I don't imagine it happening, but that's me.
I don't know. We'll see.
Dumb.
I don't think anybody else will last in the position if they don't increase the pay. So
That's fair.
True. But who knows? They might just find that one guy that's like has
Yeah, sure.
less of a life than you.
Yeah.
Jeremy, just rewind what you just said.
I mean, you still try to do things, so it's possible.
guess
Like I know, I did.
That's life.
Yeah. I hired someone with one with less of a life than you, so yeah. I know it can happen, Dan. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have two people with less of a life than you. So
That's me.
yeah. His name is Cooper.
I thought I had it in here. Hold on.
Would you have in where? Oh shit! Did you get it from Vance?
Yeah. So, for those on just the audio, I got this 2-pack. It is a Pokeball tin and collector chest. And apparently, according to Vance, the Pokeball is metal.
Yeah.
It's not just plastic.
We got 3 of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was only $30.
Yeah, I like the Pokeball tins just because they're cool to collect. That's why I wanted the Premier and the Great Ball so I could get the different ones.
Yeah.
Providing Vance will still give it to me because. Yeah.
I would have asked for more. I think I would have asked for another one. But like when I was looking at the picture, I like didn't see this, like the tin.
You just thought it was $30 for the Pokeball?
I saw $30 and like I was like, oh, well, how much is in it? You guys just said 3 booster packs. It's like I only get 3 out of the fucking $30. I was like, I mean, I guess I'll take 1, but that's it. And then I got it. It's like, oh, there's a tin with 5 booster packs.
Yeah, so it's what 8? You get 8 booster packs for $30,
8
which is
packs.
actually a pretty good deal.
And a quality Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
And a square tin this time. It's not one of those weird cut off edge ones, so I can actually put cards in here.
Yeah, I might have to send Vance to get me some more of those. I'll check out Target in the morning before I go to work.
Sam's Club.
I keep thinking about buying some online because I still want that Shining like V from Japan, and then or the original Hidden Fates. But I gotta wait and see how many I get next Friday before I go and buy more.
Sure. Vance also said that he found some Pokemon X and Y cards in here too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right in the fucking camera. You also left a pin at Shayna's house.
A pin?
Yep, and I don't know where it went. I picked it up. Now I don't know where it is.
It's okay. I also left my phone charger at Shannon's house.
Uh-oh.
And a bunch of cookies.
I brought the pin home, I think. I put it in my pocket because I was like, oh, I'll just give it to Jeremy. And now I don't know where it is. I done did lost it, Jeremy.
You son of a gun. It's okay. At this point, I have too many pins in my life anyway.
Yeah.
Between Marvel and Pokemon and
Well, you got pins? Well, I got pens.
I got plenty of those at work.
Well, shit. All right. Well, unless we have any other nerd / pop culture news, that's what I had on my list.
I ain't got nothing.
Jeremy told me to look into Valheim.
Oh yeah, do it.
It's a game on Steam. 1999. It is a survival game with like a Norse setting. So you're like the Vikings, right?
Correct.
Vikings and shit, like Odin. Yeah. Is it like fucking Dark Souls?
It's not quite that combat-y. It's
good, because I probably wouldn't play it because I'm very bad at those games. It has an overwhelmingly positive grade on Steam. It is single player and online co-op.
Yeah. So far, it's been pretty fun. I need to get Dan to buy it too.
I have too many games.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to play Black Mesa. I downloaded a bunch of other horror games. I want to play Resident Evil. I've never played Resident Evil before. And so I went and bought the first one, which I think was a remaster a few years ago. There's a lot of games I need to play. Damn
Outlast. Did you play the Outlast game? Or the Outlast games, I should say?
I've tried. I honestly was fucking way too scared to play the first Outlast.
I could see that.
Like, it was literally just being frightened.
Like the insane asylum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was struggling.
I didn't get super far in them. It's hard for me because, like, I was kind of being a dick and I was playing when my nephew was here. And so he was just, like, cowering under a blanket watching me. So I was like, I kind of felt bad.
Yeah. I think when I first got it, I tried playing it. I was single. And so, like, it was when I was just playing games just my whole entire day of my life. And I was way too scared to play it by myself. I was like, this is fucking scary. I cannot play this game. And so I stopped playing it. And then me and Ashley started dating. And I was like, Ashley, you should start playing games. And she's like, no. And I was like, play Outlast. She's like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, it's a scary game. And as a person that has never really played video games other than like Mario Kart, I handed her the controller and was like, all right, go ahead. It was not great. She's like, I don't know where to go. I'm like, I don't either, but I don't really want to fucking watch because I remember this part and it's really scary. So good luck. So I'm pretty sure I ruined video games for her even more.
Sounds about right.
Outlast 2, from what I understand, was like, it was scary, but it wasn't like supernatural scary. You're like on like a farm, right? Like a hillbilly farm, and they're just fucking insane.
Maybe it was a different one because I know. So the second one I started playing, I think maybe it was a different game in general, but I feel like you crash off or like your helicopter crashes or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I did the first mission where you're on like this cliffside, and it was like, or the first level, and it was pretty creepy. But yeah, it had a very Hills Have Eyes vibe from the first bit, less, like you said, supernatural.
Maybe that's what happened. I haven't played it, so I truly don't know.
Right.
I just, from the screenshots, it looked like it was on a farm. Okay. It says Outlast 2 introduces you to Sullivan Noth and his followers, who left our wicked world behind to give birth to Temple Gate, deep in the wilderness and hidden from civilization. Okay. Yeah. That looks right. I'm seeing this thing, it looks like a crash plane. So you essentially crash on like just in the middle of a fucking forest and there's a hidden civilization of just fucking crazy ass people.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of sounds frightening. I don't know if I could do that either. As much as I like horror, I'm like, that's too real for me. It's too immersive. I get like into it, and I'm like, I'm frightened.
See that?
I feel too vulnerable right now. Yet I downloaded a few horror games. I'm like, oh, I can do this. It's not gonna work. No way.
Worst comes to worst, you just don't play them, right?
Yeah. God, I just couldn't even imagine getting through Outlast. That was too much. Even the forest was kind of scary, and that game wasn't really scary at all. Until you were in the caves. Did you play the forest with us, Jeremy?
I mean, I played a little bit, but I didn't get into it as much as you guys did.
Yeah.
You guys had kind of pretty much had it done by the time I got there, so.
Yeah, I think it was Dan, Shannon, and Vance just went hard, and I stopped playing for like a few weeks, and they had already like beaten it. I'm like, well now I don't want to play it.
Yeah, bastard.
So thanks, Dan. It's your fault. He's dead.
Yep, it's my fault.
All right. Out of things. Jeremy doesn't have anything. Dan, is there anything that you wanted to discuss?
Nope, I got nothing.
Dan, you got nothing.
No, I'm lame this week and all weeks.
Boo. Boo. Cool. All right. Well, that's all we got. That's all we got. So, appreciate you stopping by, and we will see you on next week's episode. Peace.